Hey, it's Noir Nerd, and for today I do a quick little vlog talking about my office space, which is partly where you can see here. I'm just going to do just talk about bits and bobs I've got here, how I make my space my own space. This is quite a new space I'm working in. It's in my home. I have this small room, which is now like my working creative space / office. It's not perfect at the minute, like I'm still working on it a bit, but I thought I'd just give like a really unfiltered view of like what a working space can look like if you're a freelance developer who works from home a lot, or just like a remote based dev. So I've not gone into this with like trying to be aspirational. Well, it's aspirational in a sense, but it's just the reality. That's what I want to try and emphasize, is this is not, I'm not going to show you the cool space of everything made for social media to look perfect. No, it's just a working space. So, without further ado, let me walk you through that door and show you some of my shit. Bum 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 bum. Okay, there we go. There it is. So I've got some painting stuff here. We do have a little bit of a hole in the ceiling at the minute, but that's getting sorted. It doesn't actually leak, which is good. Maximus. This is a poster I bought because I thought it was literally the lamest, cringiest thing I'd ever seen. I do like the film, actually, Gladiator. I like the character of Maximus, that's why I bought that poster. I thought the image is a bit silly. It's sort of like supposed to show defiance, I suppose, against, you're achieving your aims, I guess. It's sort of a motivational poster in a way. I quite like it, even though it's a bit cheesy with his "Are you not entertained" tattoo on his chest, which I can't remember in the film. But I mean, it's a pretty well done image, in fairness. And then the second figure I have looking at me, sometimes he stares at me when I'm working. It's Shostakovich, a Russian composer, a great Russian composer. And spirit, I think, in a lot of ways. I'm sort of obsessed with Shostakovich. He's not a programmer, not a technological person, but I love his willingness to stick to his creative vision in the most troubling of times. He's a fascinating figure, actually, well worth looking into if you're interested in the history of creative work and people, especially dissidents in a sense, even though he sort of played a very clever game with Stalin's regime. But I love this portrait of Shostakovich. He looks determined. He was a very quiet, private person in a lot of ways, but was a very inspiring person, actually, truly, honestly, without any sort of irony, there. I think he's a great person to look up to. Okay, so this is the main working space, right? So this is my computer. I've only got one monitor at the minute. I do want to get more. Somewhat in chaos at the minute. It's because I'm using basically the desk space as a combination painting and drawing space. You'll see there's like a little palette here I've been painting recently. That's all the paint from this acrylic painting, which I've just done for a show. I have a nice window. The window's quite nice, so I can just look out into the world sometimes with a lot of natural light. So that's my view from my window. Got some philosophy book I was starting to, sort of like dip into again. Deleuze and Guattari. Very difficult book. Very interesting, but very difficult as well. Just put that back a bit. So yeah, I got this nice little bookcase. A variety of books, really. It's not my full collection. This is just what I got in London, but you can see there's books on technology, CSS, HTML5, JavaScript, booklets, but not just that. I think it's a bit narrow to just look to just purely just programming books and for design and everything else. I've got a lot of philosophy books here actually as well. So I've got some Nietzsche, some Friedrich Nietzsche. I have Peter Stolstedt, who's a contemporary philosopher. E.M. Caron, Guy Debord, sort of situationist. Some art books. Some fiction as well. I've got a bit of Albert Camus there. Deleuze, that's more philosophy. Red Book. This is a great book actually. Carl Jung's Red Books. That's more like psychology / philosophy. And some art profiles. Books about science, chaos. So a bit of JavaScript Pocket Reference. That's a great book actually. It's like just a reference. And just some other bits and bobs. just there. I'm looking to build on this a bit more. I want to make this all full of books eventually. Just some clutter here really. Still a lot of clutter in the office. I'm just sort of decluttering at the minute. There's my actual computer. So I've never actually shown this before. So I have a desktop PC. It's a Chill Blast gaming PC, adorned with stickers. I have a little Oculus Rift, which I barely ever use. It's a dev kit too, but I never really used it that much. But I do have one second-hand book. I got my old Shanker, which I just bought. It's very cold at the minute. It's winter. So basically, yeah, this is where I work. So like I said, I'm probably need to tidy the desk a bit at the minute, but it is what it is. You know, a cigarette. I don't recommend you do this. I'm trying to give up at the minute. Actually, I've gone into vapes now. But yeah, that's sort of. I mean, I've got some paint because I've been painting. Got some paint and obviously external hard drives, essential, spare mouse. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. It's just like it's not small, but it's not big, but it's somewhere in the middle, I guess. It's a little painting I did recently. Got a lot of tools lying around. It's sort of just in a lot of ways. It's actually a bit more like a workbench, maybe. Like it's a bit more like a sort of I don't know working space that's very active in a lot of ways. I don't think. I mean, some people like to work in different environments. I don't mind a little bit of chaos as long as it doesn't go over the top. In fact, I actually sort of like working in a degree of chaos. So I'm going to get some more paintings and drawings up soon. I actually bought a drawing recently. I'll show you that by an artist named Kai Lewis. This is a print I bought at a show recently. There we go. So I have this print to put up soon. It's called Ennui. I just really like this sort of style of like German expressionist sort of woodcut printing style. So I bought that, and I'm looking forward to put that up. I'm probably going to put it up here, like in front of my where I view my computer, and that should be good. Like a little addition. I've got some of my own artwork as well because I'm an artist, so that's a recent pick, but that needs to be pulled up a bit. But yeah, it's great having a little workspace. It's great having this little retreat from the world, for sure. Like having this working space is just amazing because you can put your own stamp on it. But yeah, I guess that'll cover it. How do you like? Let's ask a few questions to the end of the vlog. How do you like organising your own workspace? What? How do you like it tidy? Do you like it organised? Do you like to have your own creative thing in it? I think one thing I will do though, which is a little bit cliched, is I want to get some like sort of lights in here that sort of project, like just make it so when it's night I can just put on some interesting lights and just have it, you know, a bit more ambience. But it's coming together now. I'm quite happy with how it's starting to look. I probably will declutter a little bit, just more in the working space, but it's my own, which is lovely. So yeah, that's all. Yeah, subscribe if you like, you know, the stuff I say. I'm still thinking of more tutorial ideas, but they will come soon, I think. I've been vaguely working on something for Play Canvas, just making environments, so that might come to something still. So watch out for that, and hope you enjoyed the video. I've been on Ed, and that's all. Get out of here.